Okay, this video is looking at the logs E section of the logarithms module. In this video we're going to start looking at what logarithms are. Now firstly, given an equation such as 8 equals 2 to the power of 3, we remember that 2 is called the base and 3 is the index or exponent. Now all logarithms are is rewriting this equation in another form. Okay, and the logarithmic form of 8 equals 2 to the power of 3 is log base 2 of 8 equals 3. And you can see there that the base of the exponent stays as the base of the log. So that's a good kind of tip to remember how to do this, and you will be using this a lot, especially in problem solving. So our rule is here, x equals a to the n becomes log base a of x equals n. So you can see the base stays. Okay, that x goes with the log and then the n becomes the answer. I always say to students, looking at x equals a to the n, it looks like x is the answer here, so it wouldn't make sense that it was the answer here. So that should remind you where the x and n go. Okay, now the base of a logarithm must be a positive number. That's a very important thing when you're problem solving and solving equations, and not equal to 1. Okay, and it's only possible to find the logarithm of a positive number. So let's look at some examples here. The first one is 4 cubed equals 64. Now if I want to write that as a log, the base of the log is the same as the base of the exponent. Okay, that 64 comes in with the log and the answer is the 3. Okay, pause and have a go of these yourself. Okay, 2 to the 4 equals 16. So log base 2 of 16 equals 4. Okay, next one. Log, again the bases stay the same. So base 49, 7 goes in, answer's a half. Here, log, base is the same, answer goes here, and now equals a half. Okay, if we're going the opposite way, write the following in exponential form and solve where possible. Okay, my base is still the same, the power becomes a 3, and the answer is 8. And it makes sense, 2 cubed is 8. Okay, in this one, base is 3, power becomes 5, answer's 8. Now you can work that one out. You can do 3 to the power of 5 on your calculator and find out that that's 243. So that equals A. This one, base is n, power is 2, and your answer's 5. To work that one out, put both sides to the power of a half. So we get n equals the square root of 5. Now note I only have a positive answer here. Okay, you can't have a negative base. That base can't be a negative, so you've only got a positive answer. Okay, here 2 to the power of x equals 64. Now some of you might just know what that answer is. We're going to look at how to solve these in a little while in logarithms, but you can just play. You can just go 2 to the power of whatever on your calculator and figure out what it ends up being, and you should get that 2 to the power of 6 is 64, so x equals 6. Again, we'll solve those properly later on without guessing and checking. Okay, now let's look at calculating some of these. Okay, so here I have log base 2 of 8 equals x. So if I rearrange this, I now have 2 to the power of x equals 8. Now 2 to the power of what is 8? Well, 3. So x has to be 3. So that means that log 2 of 8 equals 3. Next one, log 3 base 3 of 81 equals, let's just say x. Okay, rearranging, 3 to the power of x has to be 81. Again, you should just know the answers of these. We're trying to give you easy ones here. So x is 4. Guess and check if you want. We'll show you how to do them properly in the next few modules. So that equals 4. Here, log base 2 1 over 16 equals x. Rearrange, 2 to the power of x is 1 over 16. Okay, 2 to the power of x equals, easiest way is to bring that 16, reduce it to its prime factors, so that's 2 to the power of 4. I can then write 2 to the power of x as 2 to the negative 4. Because the base is the same, it simply follows that x equals negative 4. Okay, so the answer here is negative 4. This one, Log base 5 square root of 5 equals x. Rearrange 5 to the power of x is square root of 5. I can rewrite the square root of 5 as 5 to the half. You can see the bases match, so x must just be a half. Okay, so the answer here is a half. What now? Okay. Yep, you've got it. Practice. Log Z1 in the textbook covers these kind of questions.